Alright, we're back with more bonding events. It'll be a good fun time. Speaking of bonding, hey Emma. I don't mind if you focus on Class 7 for a while, but don't forget that we've got a full-fledged witch to worry about. And to be honest, I think the sooner we deal with her, the better. Before the time comes, you might want to try hardening up that bleeding heart of yours. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten. I do hope she'll give us a chance to talk things out first. That's the kind of soft-hearted thinking I'm warning you about. This is not my conversation to enter. It's so wonderful to be back with Celine again. Now I can focus on how we should act from here on out. Not that will be a particularly easy decision. Yeah, we're glad to have you weighing in on the matter, though. Oh, I just remembered. There's something I need to buy from the shop in the village. Oh? I can't tell you what it is. I'm afraid it's a secret. I have no idea what she's talking about, but she sure looks happy about it. Okay, now I'm getting curious. Let's go shopping with her. I know Celine's not allowed, but do you mind if I join you with your shopping, if that's okay? I mean, I know the shop here pretty well, so I might be able to help you find whatever it is you're looking for. Really? That would be lovely. But you've got to stay here, Celine. Reed and I can handle this on our own, so don't even try to follow us. Fine, whatever. All this secrecy's creeping me out anyway. Reed and Emma left a slightly sulky Celine behind and took off to the store to buy whatever it was Emma was searching for. Here we go. The color looks just right, too. That's wool, right? I didn't know you could knit. I used to do it quite often back home, actually. I've been working on a scarf for Celine for a while now as sort of a reunion present. It's almost done too, but I ran out of wool, so I came here to buy some more. Oh, really? In that case, why not finish it in our living room? That way you should be able to work on it without her finding out about the surprise. That sounds like an excellent idea. Thank you, Reen. Reen and Celine. After showing Emma to the mansion's living room, Reen decided to sit back and accompany her as she worked, the both of them enjoying the soothing... Reen decided to sit and accompany her as she worked, the both of them enjoying the soothing warmth of the fire. I made some tea, Emma. Oh, that looks great so far. Why, thank you, Reen. I think this deep blue color will really suit her personally. Yeah, definitely. I can't wait to see how it'll look when it's done. It's nice to see how close the two of you are. Close? You really think so? She's certainly important to me, but at the same time, she's not exactly pleasant to me most of the time either. I don't think she means any harm by it. Don't tell her I said this, but she was really worried about you the whole time we were separated. I know for a fact she cares about you, even if she has a tough time putting it into words. Really? Thanks for telling me. We've been together since the day I was born, but I guess I still have a hard time reading her. Once I began training to become a full-fledged witch, she became my familiar. So in a sense, she's like a sister to me. Really? I'm kind of jealous. As far as siblings go, it's like you two can be completely open with one another. But when it comes to Elise, I always find myself holding back from saying what I'm really thinking. You say that, but I'm sure Celine is still keeping plenty of things from me. I can certainly be more open with her than I can with Vita, though, at least. If you don't mind my asking, how are the two of you related anyway? You said she was something of a sister to you when we first found out her true identity. She's a sister in the sense that we both trained to become witches together. I always admired and looked up to her, both for her skill in witchcraft and her beautiful voice. Even now, I feel like I'll never be able to catch up to her in terms of raw talent. I see. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. All you can do is keep trying, really. I suppose. One thing's for certain, you won't be able to catch up with her in a day. You didn't learn how to knit that scarf in a day, right? That took time. Catching up to Vita shouldn't feel any different. All you can do is keep trying to better yourself. When you put it that way, you have a point. Thank you for the encouragement, Reen. I feel a lot better now. Eventually, Emma finished knitting her scarf and promptly delivered it to Celine. And while she may not have put it into words, it was obvious from her purring that she was very pleased. I'm so glad that Celine ended up liking the scarf after all, even if she is still too embarrassed to wear it. And I'm not embarrassed, I'm just distraught that you wasted your time and energy making something for me. Make sure you get some rest now, okay? I will. And they're so happy together. There's got to be some place where we can unwind together. In that case, why don't the three of us head out to the footpath? We've got more than enough time and it's a great place to relax. Oh, that does sound like a good idea. Inviting a cat to take a bath? Yeah, I'll pass, thanks. Suit yourself, Celine. We'll see you later then. Ah, this feels wonderful. Celine was right. About what? She'd mentioned how the hot springs of Mir have the ability to promote mana recovery for those who use them. Perhaps it's due to there being a spirit vein nearby and giving them the protection of the spirits. Really? That's interesting. It's a shame Valimar can't jump in here with us then. Very true. Oh. Emma, your glasses have all fogged up, you know. Oh, whoops, I forgot to take them off. You don't need to get that worked up about it. Although, come to think of it. What is it? You're staring an awful lot. Oh, sorry, it's just that something that's been bugging me for a while. Your eyesight isn't really all that bad, is it? You noticed? Things get a little blurry, but it's not a major issue if I use a little witchcraft to compensate. Thought so. You weren't wearing them for our concert, but your choreography was still dead on. But why wear them if you don't need them? In a sense, they're symbolic of a witch's way of life. A witch must carry out their duties while nestled in the shadows of history. Reveal your true nature and you risk straying from the witch's burden and becoming swayed by basic emotion. Grandmother's always said that to me ever since I was a little girl. That's funny. I always picture your grandmother as the friendly old lady, but it sounds like she's actually pretty strict. She has to be, really. She's both the Hexen clan's elder and a very powerful witch. So she has a responsibility to guide us in all we do. Both Vita and I were scolded by her fairly often during our training. Yeah, I can see that now. But then one day, Vita broke a taboo and vanished from the village. Grandmother seems to want to find her and punish her for what she did. But as for me, all I want to do is talk with her about and find out what made her do such a thing. If I could just learn that. Sorry, Emma. What are you apologizing for? But you know, sometimes I wonder if I'm being too naive when it comes to Vita. Even still, I'd like to think I've grown at least a little. Maybe it's about time I stopped wearing these glasses too. I couldn't tell you why, but wearing them somehow makes me feel like I'm always keeping secrets from all of you. You don't have to stop wearing them. Rean gently put Emma's glasses back on her. Rean? I don't see why you should force yourself to not wear them if you want to. Besides, we're all used to you wearing them now. Oh, really? Still, whether you choose to wear them or not, and whether you're a witch or not, for that matter, you're still the same Emma will always love. Don't forget that. Thanks, Rean. That's such a sweet thing to say. I should have told her no glasses. After that, they both remained at the foot bath and continued whiling away the time with pleasant chatter. Sarah's over here. This is not. Ah, Sarah's in the Phoenix Wings. Okay. Sarah. Love it. Well, seeing as Tobal and Miles are safe, I'm guessing all the bracers here in Erebonia are probably okay. Wish I could say the same for our colleagues over in Crossbell, though. Can't even get in touch with Wenzel. A friend of yours? We go back a ways, yeah. He used to be registered as a bracer. He used to be registered as a bracer here, but eventually he packed up and moved to Crossbell. Anyway, leave worrying about the guild to us. You've got enough on your plates as it is. Just focus on what move you guys are going to make next. If you feel like you need a break, I'd be happy to join you, though. Maybe I should take her up on that. That sounds nice, actually. Would you mind hanging out for a while? Striking while the iron's hot, I see. Alright, I could use the company. I was actually thinking of heading to the tavern for a drink or two. What do you say to a little change of venue? That sounds me, but I'll stick with living the dry life. I figured you'd say that. Come on, then. No sooner had they arrived at the tavern did Sarah ask Gerald for alcohol recommendations. And after she offered to pay, Rean settled on a ginger ale. Ah, this is the good stuff. It's got a very mellow taste, but it's sweet and refreshing too. I had no idea you could make something so good out of rice of all things. It's a kind of alcohol from the east that Master Kafai brought here, I believe. Gerald said it's called Junmai Shu. That Master Ka-Fai sure knows his stuff. He sounds like a man I'd love to drink the night away with. He's always been a bit of a heavy drinker, so I'm pretty sure he'd take you up on that if you ask. But you might want to cut down on the booze. With things so shaky now, you never know when you'll need to take action. I know. I'm not planning on getting myself plastered when you've got that discussion later on, so don't freak out. I just think I've earned a bit of alcoholic relaxation time, personally. I reckon. After all, I went cold turkey while I was in hiding. It was torture. Would you deny your poor instructor some sweet, sweet relief? Sure, relief. Let's call it that. What have you been doing all this time anyway? We didn't hear so much as a rumor about you. Oh, I was just lying low and gathering what information I could through the connections from my guild years. Information about what was going on elsewhere in the country, the capital in particular, that kind of stuff. In the capital? Did you manage to find anything out? No more than you did yourselves, sad to say. The Noble Alliance is doing a great job of keeping information from leaking out of the city. After that, I decided to sneak into the Kreutzen province to follow the Alliance's movements from there. And that was when I ended up getting in contact with Eustace. I see. That's pretty impressive you were able to do so much all on your own. Well, working alone and gathering information are two things I had to get used to during my guild years, so it was nothing new for me. If anything, I'm more impressed with everything you've managed to do. I was glad to see everyone here was okay after that Jaeger attack, too. Sounds like it was a high-ranking corps. Yeah, the Northern Jaegers under orders from Duke Alberea. Fortunately, there were no fatalities, even if experience was pretty traumatic for everyone. Dad's woken up now, too, so there's been no real long-term damage there. Well, we had the goddess's blessings in that respect. She's staring at me. I'm sorry I couldn't be there to help when you needed it most, Rean. You don't need to apologize. You couldn't possibly have known what was going to happen. Is something wrong? You look distracted all of a sudden. No, it's nothing. I was just thinking about what a relief it is that your dad's okay. He's always seemed like such a pleasant man, especially for a noble. Handsome, too. I don't like where this is going. Oh, relax. I'm just kidding. Anyway, all that aside, you've made it this far. You can make it the rest of the way, too. Just keep your eyes on the future, and that starts by deciding what to do next. You're right. Well, I'll be counting on your this stuff is awesome. Can you at least let me finish before you wind up passed out on the floor? Our good alcoholic instructor. After finishing her drink, Rean led an ever so tipsy instructor Sarah back to the Phoenix Wings. All those drinks got me feeling kind of sleepy. Can't afford to doze off during your discussion later. Maybe I should go out and get some air. A little exercise always sobers me up faster for some reason. How about it? Want to join me? What should I do? Yes. Alright then, I'm up for it. You are? Attaboy, Rean. Actually, since we got plenty of morning left to fritter away, I've got an idea. Let's say do a little one-on-one training. Sounds good to me. Just maybe don't rough me up too much. Well, let's take this somewhere a bit less populated then, shall we? Together, Rean and Sarah headed out into the valley. There, they found a nice quiet area to hold their impromptu training session. You've definitely gotten stronger while I've been away. Good to see you. Good to see that getting that nut of yours hasn't caused you to start slacking on your training. I'm still no match for you, though. Just holding back, but only just. I think if I really try, I might just be able to beat her. She clearly wants me to do it, and if that's what she wants, then I'll show her just how much I've improved. You're all fired up now, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Let's pick things up where we left off. Right. Come on, that all you got? I hope it isn't, because you're not going to be able to rescue your sister or the princess if that's the best you can do. You remember when I said that you were the center of Class 7? Well, I still feel that way, even now. And I won't rest easy until I know the center's capable of beating me on his own at least once. He's... Yeah! God. I'm so sorry. Are you alright, Rean? Yeah, I'm fine, just... I should have known that I was no match for you. Whew. No, that was your victory, not mine. What do you mean? I knew that last attack of yours was going to be far more powerful than I thought you were capable of. So I was forced to stop holding back in order to block it. That's a victory in my book. Clearly all that stuff you've been doing has been great for your training. I'd really like to think so. I'd chalk that one up to luck, personally. I wasn't even thinking. It was more like my body acted on its own. I'm going to need a lot more practice before I can pull off feats like that at will. If you understand that, then I need to say no more. But don't worry. I'm sure that if you train enough, you'll be able to do it. Have faith in yourself, yeah? You've got both the potential and the mindset to achieve great things. I'll try. Now exhausted, the two of them went back to the village. I don't even want to think about how badly that last attack could have hurt him. I feel like this war is causing the old me to resurface. Okay. Yeah, I got time. I've still got some time left before the meeting starts. Maybe I should go get some rest. Yep, I saw everything I needed to see. Eventually, the clock struck 12. One by one, Class 7 began to make their way to the Phoenix Wings cafeteria. And once they had all gathered, they jumped right into discussing what they were going to do from that point forward. Oh, damn, I jumped up a lot.
Oh, you went up a rank.
I went up a lot of ranks, Stovall.
Here's a little something from the guild.
Nice. Okay. Nice.
Keep it up. This ain't half bad.
God, I still don't know how to get S ranks consistently. What am I missing?
I've thought long and hard about it, and I think we as a class need to find a third way. A path of our own, separate from the ones the reformist and noble factions are taking.
A third way, you say?
That's what we
I
think.
do agree. It wouldn't feel quite right for us to directly support either side.
True, we might be military academy students, but we're still students.
Involving ourselves in a civil war isn't something we should take lightly. We might have a divine knight on our side, but we're still going to need to be very careful how we proceed.
Whatever we do, Valimar will certainly be at the center.
I
No
got
doubt.
him looking goofy.
We've all seen how powerful the Divine Knights are. If we use them right, we can intervene in the war as much as we want.
They're quite literally beings of legend. However, his potential influence on the war is all the more reason why he will need to be used cautiously.
What are we gonna do then? Even if we agree on not siding with either of the factions, I'm pretty sure each of us have different stuff we want to do, and different things that we have to do too.
Yeah, that's true. For my part, I need to rescue Elise and Princess Alphen from the Noble Alliance's clutches. Whether it's alone or with you guys, it's something I'll do.
There's no way you'll be alone for that. We're with you all the way. I'm concerned about Dad too, what with them having him under arrest.
I still can't get in contact with Fiona either. I'm glad I was able to see Dad, but I'm worried about her.
For me, I'm worried about Ruhr as a whole. It's a huge relief to see you're all right, Sharon, but Mother's still unaccounted for.
I'm sorry I can't do more to comfort you, my lady.
And I have no idea where Father's been for the past month. I'm certain he must be well, but all the same.
We're all worried about our families, I see. Hopefully, we can find some information on all of them before the fighting gets any more fierce.
I'm certainly not worried about the safety of mine, although, suffice it to say, if we choose to intervene in the war, conflict with them is all but inevitable.
Indeed.
That goes for Zeno and Leo, too. They've been hired by the Noble Alliance, so I'd say it's likely we'll run into them in the future.
Plus, Emma and I still need to talk to Vita to see what exactly she's trying to do. To figure out what's so important to her that she was willing to break a taboo to do. That's true.
Whatever you decide to do, you'll have my full support. Just as the warriors of Nord did 250 years ago. I'm determined to fight to protect my second homeland, and those who live within it.
Oh, same! We can do this! I can back him up, right, Claire?
How could I say no? I have my own duties to take care of as part of the Railway Military Police, but I fully intend to support all of you with everything I have.
Good to know.
I'm thinking it's about time I return to helping the guild, actually. But I'll still be in touch with Sarah, so I'm sure I can lend a hand or two anytime you need it.
Naturally, I'd be overjoyed to continue serving as your dormitory's caretaker.
I'm your instructor, so you're stuck with me to the very end. Whatever you choose to do, you'll have my support. You're going to need to decide on a more specific course of action, though. Resolving to find a third way is a start, but only a start. It also leaves plenty of questions that need to be answered on top of it all.
Well, then how about this? Let's figure out right now whether or not we want to keep using Ymir as our base of operations.
Just so we're clear on this, there's a limit to how many people can use the spirit path at any one time, and with as many people as we have now, I'm not sure how useful it's going to be at this point.
And we're limited on how frequently we can use it.
Oh, right.
But we're also just as limited on where we can go otherwise. We haven't exactly been the most subtle group around. Who's to say we could even operate elsewhere?
Also true.
An astute point. The Noble Alliance will no doubt be even more wary of us than before.
In the end, no matter what we decide, we lose.
Indeed. Yet we're short on time, so a decision must be made now.
There's gotta be something that only we can do.
Yeah. I don't know what it is, but I know it exists. And I'm sure that we'll find it. The best thing we can do now is keep talking things out until we find a way. There's no point in rushing into a decision.
Well, doesn't this look fun?
Damn it, Vita.
Mind if I join in?
Nope. You
What
cannot.
in the world?
It couldn't be.
Vita!
You got eyes everywhere, especially in our heads.
It's lovely to see you again, Emma. You were finally able to reunite with all of your classmates. I'm happy for you. Really, I am. The goddess was on your side after all.
Cut the crap, Vita. Have you been listening in all this time?
Where are you? I'm not far at all. Listen closely now.
That sounds just like...
Is that?
It's coming from above us!
The Pantagruel.
Isn't that the Noble Alliance Force's flagship?
What's the Pantagruel doing here?
Damn it! I didn't think she'd tell the rest of their army where we were.
But why now?
Why? Because our preparations are finally complete.
Vita!
Vita, you're here. Yes, I am here, in the flesh. Good day to you all, Class 7. As nice as it would be to finally give you a hug, Emma, I wouldn't want to keep our guest of honor waiting any longer. So, without further ado...
Bro.
Can't be. Isn't that...
The Azure Knight?
Or Dean.
Crow.
Long time no see, guys. Sorry for dropping in on you like this, but I'm sure you know the drill by now. You ready to have some fun?
Is that really you, Crow?
There's no doubt about it.
See. You damn terrorist.
Come on!
Right! Heed my call! Valimar!
He doesn't have any mana, though.
I call it.
This time, because at the end of the day, he's just an obstacle that needs to be overcome. So lend me your power, Valimar!
Very well. Use my power as you see fit.
I intended to all along.
You've really taken to piloting since your last encounter, haven't you? I was hoping you would, and you didn't let me down. You boys have so much potential. But potential is only that. Potential. And you, Rean, might want to reevaluate just how many obstacles need overcoming.
Bad.
This is bad.
You said that, Elliot.
Aren't those the Alliance's allies?
Long time no see, kiddos. You doing all right, Fee?
I see the purple lightning has joined your ranks.
Zeno. Leo.
Zephyr!
And a few members of Ouroboros, too. Guess all the big guys wanted a piece of us today.
And look, Sammy's here too.
Kindly stop referring to Clown Soleus with that bizarre nickname.
Ha ha! Ah, it's such a pleasure to visit this wintry wonderland once again.
Oh, it's a pleasure, all right. The time for my long-awaited revenge has finally come. Now you shall pay!
It's only been 2 days since you first fought them, you know.
This could pose a problem. Why send so many powerful allies here? And all at once?
You've proven to be rather formidable adversaries after all. It wouldn't do to underestimate you.
Oh look, Eustace's bastard of an elder brother.
Rufus!
I'm pleased to see you all again, ladies and gentlemen of Class 7. As for you, dear brother, I was told that you'd run away from home. It does my heart good to see you safe and sound. So, you've finally gathered up the will to make the difficult choices life set at your feet, I presume. Even if those choices place you in my line of fire.
Yes, I have.
I can't believe he's shown up too.
The Noble Alliance is pulling out all the stops to finally get rid of us, aren't they?
Rean, we'll take care of everything here. You and Valimar have your own battle to fight.
Are you sure?
We're in for a real brawl out here, but a guy couldn't ask for better opponents.
Leave the battle on the ground to us.
We've no intention of backing down without a fight.
Wait, Sharon! I know they're all strong, but still.
Well, what do you say we get started?
Here he comes!
Rain's been leveling up quite nicely for this moment.
I'm impressed. You managed to hold your own better than I expected you to. It's only been a month or so, but you've really grown as an Awakener, Rean.
Well, it's hard to go through the kinds of things I have without growing from the experience. And now that I've done all that, I'm going to be the one who takes you down.
No, you're not. I said you could hold your own, not that you could win. Remember, there's still a 3-year gap's worth of experience between us. And it's time you realize just how much of an impact that gap has.
That's enough, Crow!
Yeah, we got some power here happening.
Do they really stand a chance?
Well, they're putting up a good fight so far, but...
Yeah, it's not looking good. They're outnumbered for one thing.
Then it's time we lent them our aid.
Agreed. Weapons at the ready, guys.
Always in a rush, aren't you? Stay right where you are. I'll serve as your opponent today.
You will?
Trying to stop us from joining in?
I'd rather our intrusion cause as little inconvenience as possible for the people of this village. I'll let you make the first move. It's been quite some time since I last instructed you in fencing, Eustace. I look forward to seeing how you've improved.
Wow.
His guard's perfect.
Stay alert. Rufus is a master of court fencing. We'll need to put all we have into this battle to even stand a chance against him.
I would have it no other way.
Looks like we'll participate in the battle. Ah. Whatever, Lisa, D, and...
Show me what you're capable of.
Too slow. Right. Right. My turn.
I'll handle this.
Is he sealed? No. Is he frozen? He can.
No risk.
Here I go. Arcus activate. I'll handle it. I can do this.
I suppose I'll handle this. Very well.
Okay.
We can't hit him.
Right.
I suppose I should thank you.
Very much.
I'll handle this.
I'll handle it. No problem.
I don't think we're supposed to win this one. He's ready to go.
I suppose I should thank you.
It's my turn.
Very well.
I'm sorry, everyone. My turn. I can do this. Let's go. Thank you very much. I can do this. Fire! Too slow. This isn't my turn. Right. Thanks. Thank you very much. I'm sorry, everyone. Right. Okay.
I think I'm supposed to lose this fight.
Well, I won't deny that was an entertaining diversion, but you do well to intensify your training regimen if you hope to best me.
How is he so strong?
You didn't stand a chance.
He might even be stronger than Sarah.
Are you guys okay?
Hey, you really think you've got time to be worrying about them? You ain't getting out of this one, Green.
All right, bring it on!
Why do you want to kill me,
Time
Phil?
to settle this, Crow!
Bring it on!
This will be a tough one. Be careful.
Gotcha! Think you can handle this? Yeah, you ain't got time! Eat! Hope you're ready!
This is bad.
Let's go! Gotcha! Darkness, clean!
Hang in there.
Settled enough for you? Didn't even bother to use that trump card of yours.
He wasn't even trying last time, then was he?
Come on. With the way you are now, I don't even need to try. I'll always win. And that Reen perfectly illustrates just how massive the gulf between us is. Maybe you think you've had it tough up till now, but you're gonna need to go through a hell of a lot more if you want to even the odds.
I see the battle here has come to an end.
Ah, hey Via.
I can't help but feel a little bummed that everything went exactly as I thought it would. Still, it just goes to show how much faith I have in your skills, my sweet Azure Chevalier.
Funny, I don't recall ever becoming yours. How's everything up top?
I think it's only a matter of time before the battle is decided. But we've caused enough trouble for the people of Ymir already. It's about time we brought this to a close. Fenestrum Phantasma window.
My apologies for not coming down to speak with you in person, ladies and gentlemen of Thor's Military Academy. You know who I am, of course, but I am Duke Cayenne, ruler of the Lemaire province and supreme leader of the Noble Alliance.
Duke Cayenne?
So even the big guy himself is here.
I must say, what a curious group we have here. I'd heard as much, but allow me to extend my most heartfelt congratulations. My expectations have thoroughly been exceeded. When I saw young Eustace and Laura in Legram earlier this year, I could never have imagined this is how we would next meet. Oh, I'm sure your parents must have warned you against wandering off with such disreputable individuals on a number of occasions. But I suppose every child thinks that they alone know what is best for themselves. Duke Albarea was simply livid about what happened. But it can't hurt to learn more about the outside world,
Boy, that Lisa's mouth is condescending.
Did you come all the way here just to tell us that?
Don't be silly, child. Reen Schwarzer. I had this meeting arranged because I wanted to speak with you. Perhaps the method was a touch too garish for something so simple, but do forgive me for not formally requesting an audience.
With me?
With you. Allow me to get right to the point. I wish to invite you, Ashen Chevalier, aboard our flagship.
Wait, why?
I've heard all about your magnificent exploits across the land, and so I thought it would be nice to sit down and have a long, pleasant chat with you about the past, the present, as well as your future.
Are you suggesting... You want Reen to join the Noble Alliance?
Should you accept my invitation, we will withdraw peacefully from Ymir. Furthermore, I give you my personal assurance that we will leave this village alone for the duration of this war. A fine proposition, is it not? Are we interested?
Very well. Allow me to accept your invitation.
Don't be an idiot. This is clearly a trap. They wouldn't come all the way out here and take you into their flagship if it weren't.
I appreciate your concern. The trap or not, this might be a good chance for us, too. I think I'd regret it if I let it pass. Balamar, transport Celine back outside.
Are you certain?
Now hold it right there.
Don't worry about me. The odds were against all of us getting back together, but we did it. And I'm sure we can do it again, too. So just wait with Emma for now. I'll be back before you know it. Balamar, if you would.
Very well.
But wait!
It seems the time has come for us to part ways once again. But remember this. You're an Albarea. There is power and dignity in that name. To whatever end you would use it, I want you to prove that the convictions you cling to are worthy of your loyalty. Not for my benefit, but for yours.
Wait!
Lord Rufus!
Well met, Lord Schwarzer. It's a pleasure to see you again. Allow me to extend my apologies for the harm my father visited upon this town and its people.
Never mind that. What do you intend to do with my son? And what is a promising young man like yourself?
We're simply going to borrow young Reen for a short while. There's nothing to worry about. I'm a busy man these days, though, so for now, I bid you adieu.
Rufus is Rufusing it up.
Reen! We all finally got back together, too. Why?
Sorry, but I'll be back, I promise. So stay safe.
Master Reen!
well, that's how the first act comes to a conclusion. And I think with that, we're going to call the video here. Till next time, everybody.